Alright guys, so welcome back to a brand new video. Now today's video we are going to be talking about smartwatches, and in particular we're going to be talking about a $12 smartwatch that is from China. Now you really have to think about what it is you want in a smartwatch to find out if $12 is really worth it. This is definitely not going to be a full-on review, but just some kind of pointers here and there. If you're in the market looking for a smartwatch, this may be the way to go and can save you a ton of money. Now the smartwatch market has expanded tremendously since the first one came out, and there's offerings from Apple, tons of different Android Wear watches, and a bunch of knockoffs. Now this $12 smartwatch doesn't run Apple's iOS or Android Wear. It has its own operating system, and it actually acts more like a Bluetooth companion to your phone, more than an actual standalone device, which I know smartwatches are not, but this one heavily relies on your phone in general. Actually, let's start off with the box. The box itself simply just says smartwatch on the outside. This model is a DZ09. It's actually kind of universal with the Chinese market, so if you look on Amazon, there's a lot of them with this model in there, and it's identical to Samsung's Galaxy Gear watch. Now what I do want to point out is it charges with a regular micro USB. It actually has a camera built on it, which is crappy, but it's still nice to know that it's there. It even has a little home button. Also next to the camera you have your speaker port. It also has speakers built into it, because the way this watch works is different than other watches, because when it's connected to your phone, everything has to go through the watch. As far as if you get a phone call, you're no longer allowed to answer it on your phone. It has to be answered on the watch, and you have to talk out loud. I also noticed the same problem whenever you're wanting to listen to music. As soon as you start playing music, it wants to play it through the watch instead of playing it through any other Bluetooth device. So where you have Android and Apple watches, when they're connected, and if you wanted to use another Bluetooth device or anything like that, it doesn't interfere with it like this watch does. But again, we're talking about a $12 watch. Think about that. If you go into Walmart or some store like that and you buy a $12 watch, it's going to be a toy with a barely digital face and something that's not going to last you a while. So with this $12 device, you are actually getting something that's pretty impressive. The watch itself can store contacts inside of it, or it can simply just show you the contacts that are in your phone. Same thing with your missed calls and your messages. It syncs up so that you're able to see this information. You can also remote capture from the watch so that you can control your camera on your phone from the watch itself. You can also view the images on the watch. There's a calculator, a calendar, an alarm, and some pretty basic stuff here and there. The camera that is on here, again, I say takes pretty bad pictures. It does have a pedometer, but a lot of this relies on being able to have the app on your phone itself. Now, this watch does not play well with Apple devices. It's pretty basic as far as it'll let you make a call, but I did notice that a lot of the alerts and messages and stuff didn't really come through. Now again, you have to think about this could be a really good gift for a kid, or somebody that's a younger teenager that they want a smartwatch, but you don't feel comfortable enough spending the money to buy somebody an expensive smartwatch. Now this again does not compete with Apple's Apple Watch or any of the Android Wear devices that are specifically made to be compatible with Android. Now it lacks a lot of the smoothness and the cleanness, and as far as the controls, it's fairly simple to navigate. It does act as kind of like a smartphone when you look at the screen and some of the options, but if you basically use it as a watch to be able to tell time, and it will buzz you when you get notifications if you're running an Android phone, this thing is really perfect for 12 bucks. I really had no complaints. Also, phone calls when you're talking over using your wrist and using the microphone that's built in, it was really clear. So basically, to wrap up this video, and again, this wasn't a review, it was just to give you some pointers and to point out there's a really good inexpensive option out there if you're looking at smartwatches. This $12 DZ09 basically Chinese smartwatch is a really good deal. Now I'll put a link below so that you can find it and kind of see where this watch is available. But if you do have any questions, just let me know below. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and as always guys, make sure to stay tuned for more.